Oh boy, I'm at it again. Thanks, Shalem. Right about now, I was at it again with niggas and bitches and
Let's
homies
just start
and
it.
friends.
Fuck sound check. What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the NoNamers podcast. Another one without Big
Monster,
Juan,
without Beast LA.
without Beast LA. It's Nestor though.
This is Adrian.
And Arthur.
I don't know why I came with the energies, mostly because all that negative energy from Juan ain't radiating in the room.
She's still hating, dog.
Should we just tell the people the truth? That was doing a little bit.
That was a little stint.
Doing a couple months. Some kitty touching? Nah.
I don't know how I know it.
Nah.
Rambo Drive just got a blue dot.
He lives by a school. They wouldn't make them move.
Gotta move, homie.
How does that work? Never mind. I don't know.
Let's not get into that.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Where do we start?
No.
I also said I didn't want to talk about this part of my life
Mm-hmm.
in the pod, so I wanted to talk instead of talking about the event, I'm more talking about the aftermath and not like what happened and shit. I want to talk about grief.
Grief? How to handle grief?
Well, I don't know how to handle it. I've never experienced it before.
I was like, I don't think I don't know if Arthur's experienced a lot of grief.
I've experienced grief, but I have the bad habit of storing it away and then randomly crying on a podcast when the shit gets brought up.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really deal with the emotion. I put it away.
I think I do the same thing, to be honest.
Like what happened with my great-grandfather when he passed. I was the only one in my family that wasn't really crying because I was like, oh, well, you know.
I'm a soldier.
But yeah, but like I said, whenever his name gets brought up, I get misty-eyed. I don't know why. It's just something that happens.
It's
because I never dealt with the actual emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we lost someone.
Me and Nestor.
Condolences.
Someone close to us. And real shit, I had never lost anybody. We've had a straight blessed life, dog. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the spine thing, yeah.
Even the spine thing, it's never life-threatening. You're never going to lose your life. You could have been a creepy, but...
That's
But
true.
yeah, but...
I mean, life is a creepy suck, but like people are born that way sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
I had to
People, get that hand dealt
off the rip.
off the rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, never lost anybody. Both their parents are together. Yeah, there's been ups and downs, but like most of the time, we've been having.
We're actually good, brother. Like, well,
yeah, we don't have like a
we have
terrible
We have a pretty
life.
solid family.
Like,
yeah.
Foundation.
We haven't really had like.
Have I been wrong before, though? Plenty.
But
grievances.
Grievances. These teeth can't
most
bite.
of the
No
time
more
it's-
bullets.
But most of the shit has been pretty vanilla, our
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
So to get hit with the
With the loss.
with an elf when your whole life has been nothing but W's.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots.
When you just eat dubs, like Jameis
Yeah.
Winston,
To the knuckle.
all the way to the nut. It's weird because I never. Like you're like caught in a fog, like it's not even real.
Mm.
You know.
I thought it was a bad prank call, but I was like, no, that's not a prank call.
No, that's not.
No, who the fuck would prank call you like that?
I mean,
That's
I
a
would, from,
bit too.
For real?
Especially when it's happening. Like,
Yeah.
it's something that's been looming. It's been
definitely.
for months.
It wasn't sudden. You
No.
can't say it was sudden.
No, because it's been looming, but even then, like even if you know something's coming, it doesn't make it any easier.
Nah, it's not real till it
And
happens.
he spun it down like, you lied to us. Why did you say you were going to kill yourself? Why didn't you just quit baseball? That's just the only way I could do it.
Yeah. So it
Well, how have you been dealing with it?
not well.
Not well?
Well, how do
It
you,
hasn't been
yeah,
debilitating, right?
Yeah, how do you
You're
deal
still
with
going with your everyday life in a sense. It's just there's
I guess it just feels like I don't know. The day it happened, instead of I just started to work.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Because
Honestly.
I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then I
Makes
kept
sense.
fucking up my thank you notes. I kept
Uh-huh.
messing up. And then it's like, well, should we? Then I get another call, and it's like, hey, well, this is other shit's going down. And then it's about, oh, what the fuck? So now there's action. Then, well, yeah, because I don't want to get.
You don't have to get into the details of what actually
I
happened.
had like
you had a loss.
What I felt like it was like a panic attack.
Anxiety.
I never felt that before.
Anxiety or a panic attack?
Or, no, anxiety probably. Not panic, because panic you'd be like
hyperventilating.
Yeah,
and all
I
that
felt more
stuff.
like
You were like butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
just
like
felt like
knotted,
sick.
knotted stomach.
Yeah, I thought I also have gastritis, so it acts up when I'm like anxious.
Uh-huh.
So I start burping a lot.
Yeah, no, it's anxiety.
Or I want to go to the feel like I need to go to the restroom.
Yeah. It's like the roller coaster thing. When
Yeah.
you're in line for a roller coaster.
And I'm like, yo, am I gonna fucking throw up? Like, and this is while, like, in the thick of it, like at the basically the top of the roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I don't feel good. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking pass out. I'm like, well, if it happens, at least I'm in a hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to pick me up, but you know.
Yeah.
Then we just came home. I don't think any of us slept, to be honest.
I didn't really sleep much.
No, like, and it's been like, you know. Then it finally happened.
Well, it's only been what, 3 days out?
It's fresh. It's fresh. We haven't buried them yet. It's like all.
Yeah. It hasn't been that long,
Yeah.
so I understand. It's still one of those topics. It's hard to breach.
But dude, I don't know, man. It's like this fucking dark. Like grief is this dark cloud. I never felt it before. I felt loss. I felt heartbreak.
Yeah.
When you really love someone and like
yeah.
You know, heartbreak is real.
Yeah.
But it's so different to grief, to losing someone.
Yeah.
Because over there, I guess, because it's so finite. You know what I mean? And the other one, you're wrecking your brain of what you could have done. Like if you like end of a relationship, end of a friendship or whatever.
Yeah.
You think of like what you could have done, what should have done, how you could get them back, or if you're angry or whatever.
Yeah.
But grief of loss is so finite. It's so different. That pain, I guess.
Yeah. There's the 6 stages of grieving.
Yeah. I mean, we all accept it. It's like, no one's, because it wasn't sudden or nothing. It's not like,
yeah. You guys have been grieving for a while.
Yeah.
It's not like it's you guys aren't in a sudden shock in the first stage of grieving. It's literally you guys have been grieving because you know you were waiting for the inevitable. You were waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Nothing prepares you for it, though. At least I didn't feel prepared.
No.
And then once it happens, you just feel like, wow, this person that's been there my whole life is now gone. And you're like, you think of all the shit I wanted to do, all the things I said I was going to do and never did.
Yeah.
And you think, well,
with him or just for yourself?
With him or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I don't want to feel like we're fucking with his memory by talking about him. Like, I just want to talk about the grief because I guess that's my therapy.
Yeah. No. Well, what happened with me when that happened to me? My first reaction was I think the reason I didn't break down was because people around me were breaking down, and I went into, like, I guess you could say dad mode, where I'm like consoling people and I'm being the ear that needs to listen and helping them through their grief. But inevitably, I just shoved all my shit down to the point where it's like one of those topics that when you crack through to it, it just all those emotions come back up.
To be honest, just talking about it, I feel it bubbling inside.
Yeah. You get misty. It's just one of those things. It's loss. I know that people say you eventually get over it, but I don't think you ever truly get over loss.
Yeah.
No,
I think so. I think that it becomes manageable, but at a certain point, it's not really.
I mean, because everyone says life goes on. It's
but we're true. Yeah,
but
we're social. We're social creatures, and losing one of your pack, it's tough.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to say, like, losing someone from your gang, from your pet, from your...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it becomes manageable with time. Time makes it more manageable, but at the end of the day, a loss is still a loss.
But also, like, seeing people around you break down that you've never seen break down and having honest conversations, it's all...
No, because it's a time. It's time for reflection because you realize how short life is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, next week might singing another tune just because like the funeral hasn't happened yet. Like,
yeah.
You know, so like right now it's all still so fresh.
Yeah. But those
like the first few days, like I'm telling you, it was like a haze. I was driving around, jumping red lights.
It was denial.
Fucking up. No, not denial.
But I understand. But the stage is kind of like, you know what? It's not concrete. It hasn't been concrete yet.
I think it was just like a state of shock.
A state of shock,
where your brain's just like trying to analyze everything, what's going on, what's happening. Your life like is changing in this big way.
Well, because it happened and life kept going.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just running red lights, thinking of other shit.
Yeah.
Just sad, man. Like,
no, right now,
if I take a drive, it doesn't matter. I'll just start tearing up or crying out of nowhere. And like,
I feel you.
I've never, like, I said I would have never done that. That has happened, but it was, it's weird.
But man. Even when you said heartbreak, I understand it's the same kind of loss, dude. It's just the severity of the loss, because you in your head with heartbreak, there's always that possibility, there's always that chance of
I will get her back.
Yeah that's where the denial comes in.
She's missing out though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when it comes to an actual like loss or a death, it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, man, it's one of those shits you like I said, I personally don't think you ever get over it. I just think it becomes manageable in your life.
Makes sense.
And the more you experience it, the more it doesn't soften it. It's just the more you understand that, like, how your emotions are.
It just feels like it's happening to you, but it's happening to everyone around.
Yeah.
And it's happening to everyone because everyone feels lost.
Anybody who was in that person's life has been affected by the death.
Yeah, well, also everyone has experienced that at some point.
Yeah,
or it's gonna.
Yeah,
you know, just because we hadn't yet.
Unless you're an orphan.
No.
Well, I mean, you still people. I mean, like he said, we're social creatures.
Your pack. We have extended families.
You make your own pack.
Like you, Juan, and Adrian are an extended part of my family at this point.
Yeah, so if any of us were to
we're social creatures. It's
if you
one
ask
of those
me to
things.
fucking put the pillow on top of your head, I'll do it right there. I love you.
That's snuff. I'll
jerk off too while I do it.
You'll revive me by beating me up.
I'll jerk you up.
This is gonna be the best climax you've ever had, bro. I'm doing this for you. Nah, but that's the thing, man. It's still fresh.
I mean, I'm not talking to just Adrian. Have you you feel it too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been like, that's why I just been working so much, and then I mean, it's been a little bit different for me because I have my girlfriend, and the next day I had nobody to talk to. I just
the day off, I felt so lonely. Though.
Yeah, because the day that happened, it was date night, so I was over at my girlfriend's, and we were about to go eat, and I get a call, and I'm shocked and she's never seen me go like white face because I'm never, and she's like, what's wrong? I was like, oh my something just happened.
You've been splashed with the fucking cold water.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, you want to leave? I'm like, no, give me a second to think. I'm like, let's go eat and like let me figure out what's next. And then we were eating and I pretended like it wasn't happening. And then I got another call saying like, come through. So I came. I'm like, you know what? I gotta leave. Like, and it was raining too, which was weird. So I was driving in rain.
Yeah.
And it was like
cinematic
moment. Not really.
Dangerous moment.
Yeah. I mean,
well, I don't think he's sped. You weren't speeding, right?
Dude, I'm like, I'm an old man now. I drive like an old man. But.
Yeah, dangerous in the sense that he wasn't focusing solely on the road.
Yeah, and then I mean, as of late, I just been working, trying to keep my mind busy. To be honest, like I think at the funeral I'll probably break down and cry, but so far,
it's one of those things, dude.
Like I just been like, just try to remember the good.
Yeah,
that's about it.
And honestly, that's one way you start to manage the actual pain of the loss.
Yeah,
know that the memories still live on within you, like. those experiences you have with your grams, you're not gonna lose those.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing you can't keep on.
Yeah.
Unless we do Frankenstein shit. We try to revive him, though.
It's like you went to Home Depot. I brought some bolts and a battery. I want to try something first.
This might be the most genius thing I've ever thought of.
I saw a movie. Don't worry.
You gotta put it at 11.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that, and then I talked about it for a bit. I mean,
that day I did feel, I'm like, at least Adrian has his girl, dog. Like,
no, I was like, she just hugged me, and I was like, I felt that much better.
Well, you didn't want to talk to your mom or your dad, or
no, they were working.
They were working.
Well, my mom was here, but
yeah.
What am I gonna fucking tell that trampa?
Well, open up, dude.
Well, no, I mean, I think when I got the call, I had it on speaker, and when she heard, she came over and hugged me.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk. She just went to the front. She just went to her back to I think she was in a state of shock.
Yeah,
too.
she has to handle the news too. It's not like,
well, we were. I don't know. I don't want to. It was more about like, well, do we tell Dad or no?
Yeah.
Because it's raining. We don't. He works with machinery.
No.
Do we want to put this in his head? Do we call him, or do we? I mean, do we just wait till he gets home and break the news to him?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll do it. And then that kind of gave me a panic attack. It's like, damn, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. You know what I mean? Because every time he thinks of that, I feel like
but I feel
do you
like,
hate the vessel or do you hate the news?
Nah, I think at a certain point, it's
one
of those things. I think where people, when you see somebody else in duress, you step up. For example, like if we're all drinking, we're all getting drunk, we all could be shit-faced. Yeah. But if we see one friend has become more shit-faced than the others, then we go into like...
No, Juan does.
No, Juan goes into... Yeah.
Has he ever stopped?
No. But we're talking about about the point of like where, oh shit, hey, I need to sober the fuck up because...
Prom is the only time because I got shit-faced so quick that he couldn't.
Yeah, but
he also didn't know me.
But still,
that's the night he took care of me.
Yeah, but
all night he stayed up.
But like I said, those are the things. You go into that second gear where it's like, okay, it'll help you.
He didn't really know me that well.
Yeah.
Like, to a point where, like, to take care of me now.
No, you barely know.
You go into that second gear, yeah. He's never gonna blame you. It's not
No. Of course not. I wasn't gonna be You did it. What?
I bet you there has been times that one has told that to their family though.
I think it's probably rare. Then again, I'm thinking from my point.
Yeah, like our families are all pretty much intact. You know, everyone's a little nutty, but not nutty enough for like.
Yeah. I just think it's one of those things that it's just tough. It's just one of those tough things, dude.
It did feel lonely though. It did feel like, man, I wish I could talk to someone.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to talk to friends.
Yeah.
I haven't really talked to any friends about it besides you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was after the fact. That was like the next day.
Yeah.
Or the day of, I put it up. Arthur saw it and then just didn't say nothing.
I don't know what to say, dude. I didn't know where you were at because I know how it is when you're in that. If you would have put, this fool would have put like, hey,
someone talk to me.
Someone talk to me, like I'm dealing with this shit.
I just saw that it said Arthur seen, and then
thumbs down.
You disliked my comment. I just saw the bubble, and then the bubble went away, and I was like, I guess he doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, no, I mean, back
to your video games, piece of shit.
I came home that night though, and we didn't really talk because I was
because it's one of those things. Is like
I think I've been just watching Game of Thrones to deal with it.
Yeah.
I got super trashed on Saturday though.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I suggest, don't watch Coco.
Oh,
that will put you in a
dark
space.
Yeah.
Low darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I started I cursed at the movie theater because I was because like I said, I hadn't dealt with the emotions.
Yeah.
And all that shit, I was like, oh my God. And it was, I took a page out of my brother's book where I had that nervous laughter of just like, wow, I can't believe I'm fucking bawling with a 4-year-old 3 rows in front of me. like, but yeah, dude, it's just, I don't know. It's very hard. And like I said, I don't know what space you were in, honestly, because you didn't kind of,
After the later that night, you and Juan Bert.
Well, once I saw Juan jump in on it, I'm like, okay,
that's kind of. I was like, if Arthur says anything, it's after Juan says anything, and then you guys started making fun of me, which made me feel normal. Yeah, because then it felt like life again. It felt normal. That was the only normal thing, was I'm getting just railed on, and then I was like, that's home. Hate is home.
Yeah.
But everything else has just been a fun. And then since then, it's just been like dealing with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit here, a little bit there, but.
I mean, I got drunk not because of it, but I mean that shit was. I think probably that and my birthday. I don't think I'm gonna drink again. It's like not to that extent.
Until your birthday, you got shit-faced.
I got tossed, dog.
No, you got.
Blottoed. Like I blacked out and I haven't.
The equilibrium was completely off.
No, the room was spinning.
Yeah,
bro. I mean, first the money amount spent on that.
Just drinks.
Dumb.
It was so stupid.
Cause I'm like, dude,
I fucking brought it up. I'm like, yo, B, you ran up a $250 bill when that fool called me today. Did I make you pay though? I'm like, no, but that's not what it's about. Like,
I paid it.
No, yeah, I know.
I paid half.
But just like, but I'm like, you guys were so drunk.
You guys could have easily.
No, I didn't order.
I kept telling the bartender, don't.
The bartender was a cunt.
Stop.
That wasn't her.
Yeah.
Yo.
Because I was fine when we were about to leave.
Right. The first round, okay. But then you could obviously tell this dude is tossed off his mind.
Yeah.
He's slurring when he's telling her to bring me more. And then she'd look at me and I'd say like, no, please.
Yeah.
And then here she shows up with a tray.
Because she's going to get hit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then
you should have, out of protest, you should have put your finger down your throat and just puked on the bar.
I mean, I puked in the urinal. I strike again, fam.
Nah, he puked on the urinal, the floor.
Damn.
He was gone, and I knew he was gone. I was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's on her for over serving.
Oh, fact.
Fact. If any of us, if we had to drive,
if he had to go to the hospital, he's fucked.
It was. Honestly, that restaurant was so not busy. It was empty.
That's why.
So they didn't have shit to do but fucking
take care of us. Yeah.
To wreck these little fools, dog.
But see,
I like the atmosphere. I like the restaurant. Don't get me wrong. That's a cool day.
Food was trash.
Food was trash, though.
But the drinks were trash.
Like, you guys would have had more fun if you guys bought like $60 worth of alcohol.
$250 worth of shit.
Shots that I don't even like.
Yeah.
Like
and then spend like $50 on the food.
Keg and like 6 bottles. You're gonna throw in a full blown party.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna throw in an Irish. It was a good time. It was hanging out with people we usually don't
haven't fucking
hung out in a while. It's hard to talk more about it without giving it up, but it was a good time. That's not what I'm talking about. Like I haven't seen you that tossed up.
But he might have gone to that extent because of the fact that
no, because this fool wasn't drinking. I was fine. I'm like, dude, I'm good. I'm driving.
Mimosas. I stopped because
I'm fine.
I felt dehydrated.
And then Nestor's like, I told him like, "Oh, you drinking?" He's like, "I can't. I don't like it." And I'm like, "Well, I
don't like shots.
I'll take a shot and that's it. I'm fine."
Because I'm willing to do it. I was in a dark space. So I'm willing to drink, but whatever drink they ordered,
that was disgusting.
I
was like, just give me a fruity drink that's gonna fuck me up. I'll do it.
The Moscow Mule, dog.
Is it good?
Those shits kick hard.
Oh yeah, it's like those little copper mules.
It's like a good lemonade drink, bro.
Nah, this was like a lemon drop, but it tasted like Alka-Seltzer and semen, bro.
No, I never tasted semen.
It tasted like Alka-Seltzer.
Unless it's my own.
Oh, it's like bleach. No.
Like ammonia. It tastes like dick hole, dog. It didn't taste
more specific. Okay. It's like it tastes like full shaft and head, bro.
Like after you haven't showered like in 2 days, though, you've been sitting on it.
It tasted like a Russian bathroom when you're just topping dudes out nonstop, trying to deal with grief.
Something like that. Some random thing like that.
All right, so at one point, Agent gets up and he's stumbling to the restroom. And everyone keeps going to the restroom. I mean, people got to piss when they're drinking. And then we did the mimosa shit, so everyone was trying to fucking chug them as soon as they were.
Endless mimosas?
Yeah.
Shit, this must have been in the fucking morning then.
Yeah. My whole Saturday, my whole weekend
The
was
whole
ruined.
day got fucked.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go live.
So this was like a brunch type
Yeah,
shit.
it was a brunch.
Oh, I thought this was like a dinner. Like,
It was at 12.
holy shit.
3 o'clock. Plastered.
I'm plastered, dog. The room is spinning.
Uh-huh.
I was getting there. I stopped because I'm like, I'm getting dehydrated and my head's hurting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I'm like,
one of us had a better sense too, but
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes you kick into.
oh, I looked at Nestor like, I'll stop. Like, I'm good right now. I'm fine. I can still drive. I'm still good.
And then you said, I'm still good after this one shot. He's like, I'm still good.
Yeah, because I was fine.
He was fine. But then the shots just kept coming. And then I'm like, I'm not going to. And then he started doing his shots and mine.
Yeah, that's when I fucked up.
So he doubled. He did double than everyone else's.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because he was taking mine and yours.
Well, I mean, it's better because if we both would have gotten tossed before we get home. I mean,
well, no, you could have gave it to whoever ordered it.
Or
leave it on the
table. He was
table.
spilling them.
We fucking dropped them like
We dropped 2. I was like, piece of shit, dog.
So I walk into the restroom. There's throw up all over the floor in the urinal.
As bad as when it happened with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because he didn't leave a trail. He waited till
okay.
I was a gentleman. You know me.
I
The urinal bandit strikes again.
I was a hydrant that had just been kicked.
I felt like, fuck, should I go help him? But I'm like, if I go over, I'm a yak too, dog.
Yeah, no.
Then
And I think
So he
Juan
just
got
left
you.
it all in the restroom.
Yeah, it was most.
But then he was shitting. I think he fell in the restroom, dog, because his tailbone's
My
been hurting.
tailbone's been
Yeah.
fucking hurting.
He
You
dog.
ain't
probably did
shit.
fall. You probably did.
I don't
fall.
remember. I don't remember this fool coming into the restroom, and that's it.
And no one's in there, so I'm like, Adrian, you good?
Have you ever been so drunk where the chingadazos don't hurt anymore?
Yeah,
Like,
dude, I
because I've been to that point when I was in college.
He doesn't
though.
remember getting home.
don't remember. I don't remember walking to the car. I remember you driving, but I just had my eyes closed because the world was spinning. So I'm like, dude, I'm good. I yacked all my food out and most of the alcohol. I get to my bed, I knock out. I'm good. That was my plan. That's what happened, dog.
He woke up and he's like, did someone rape me? I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, my fucking my ass and my fucking hamstring just hurt, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
like you were taking a mad pounding in the restroom. People, how long were you in there, bro?
I don't know.
Foot tapping heavy.
15 minutes?
Damn, that's enough to get a quick session, bro.
I was like, look, I didn't see anyone in there, Daggy.
He's like that Mario picture, bro.
I was like, look, I'm pretty sure you fell, dog.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I
don't even remember puking in the urinal, but this fool said I puked in the urinal.
Damn. Okay, so you were fucking lit.
I had at least 8 shots of whatever and plus like 7 mimosas, dude. That's too much alcohol to begin with.
Mm-hmm. The 7 mimosas, you were already all right.
No, that's it. That would have been my day. I had 2 cups of water. My day's fine, dude. I can
Yeah.
still go work out. I can still go buy my suit.
Your day wasn't
Dude,
recovery
we were
or
supposed to go buy
fucking...
suits for the funeral. All that shit gone out the window. We were fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was fucked. You could have still done it, but Nestor don't like going by himself.
Well, no, one more drink and I would have been buzzing too hard.
No,
because I was already like in a good one.
Oh, well.
But I felt dehydrated. And I'm like, yo, they're not bringing water, bro. They just keep bringing shots, but no water.
Yeah.
And then I asked her for water. And then I'm like, well, this was tossed. So let me just try to sober up and hydrate.
We would have taken an Uber home.
I mean, yeah, sure. But I mean, the day after that day was pretty much a wash.
No, that day was a wash because I got to my bed, knocked the fuck out. I wake up and I'm like, dude, what happened?
No, you wake up and you're like, I'm hungry.
I hacked all my fucking meal, dude.
Yeah. You hadn't eaten. You hadn't fucking eaten.
And then, the worst part, that Saturday had sucked for me already. I slept over my girlfriend's house. I wake up, I'm like, you know, I'm going to go do some overtime. I'm close to my job. It's an extra $100 in my pocket.
Yeah.
I turn on my car. I go forward. Not even a third of a block. And I'm like, I feel my car weird. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull over, see what's wrong. Maybe like something stuck on it. I get off my car. I'm like, fuck, the wheels pop.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull up to the edge and see if I could like
change the tire.
I start changing the fucking tire, but it's on a slope. So the fucking jack, it's a piece of shit jack. It's not meant to do.
The parking brake was on and everything?
Yeah, the parking brake was on. And then I'm like, that shit's still moving. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking thug life it and put it in an angle. And then luckily It worked. I put the spare. I'm like, fuck it, we're good, dog.
You
And then I
haven't
start
checked your
driving.
spare in the longest.
I haven't fucking checked my spare. My spare is flat. And I'm like, fuck. And then I'm like, I Google a fucking. I'm like, oh, how close is a
But the
shop?
tire shop didn't have spares or donuts or anything.
It
like
wasn't
that?
open. They didn't have shit, dog.
It's Saturday morning at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
yeah. So there's nothing open. So I'm walking. You see a guy with a tire sweating balls.
Yo, at this point, I'm like, how the fuck have we not gotten AAA? Like, so much shit has happened with us.
Yeah.
It feels like at this point, like the investment just seems.
It has a lot of shit. Is it with AAA?
Well,
really worth it?
I stopped.
You don't have
Okay.
AAA nowhere?
No,
There's no point.
because it's $70, and the
A
main
month?
reason a year.
Well, it's nothing.
That's nothing, but if you really think about it, I don't want to pay that. I'd rather have those $70 in my pocket.
But you buy video games all the time that you buy once and then
Yeah, one extra video game.
Wait, $70 for the year, and what's the service?
Well, the service is good. I had the lowest tier service. I was fucking.
like, see, I don't mind changing a tire. It wasn't hard changing a tire.
That's the thing. It's
like
it's the towing that's beneficial. But you're not gonna. You get 7 miles of free towing. But at a certain point, I'm like, the fuck do I need towing for? The only time I've ever used towing is when I helped this fool with your uncle's car
Well, pops.
or your pops' car.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever used the towing.
See, if I would have gotten towed, I would have gotten towed to the tire shop.
And the reason I originally bought it was because my mom got stuck. And I'm like, well, I'll buy the thing and I'll put you on my plan. Just tell the guy, hey, show him the car. Just
I'm
show
with
him the thing.
Arthur, dog. You know him.
Yeah.
Dog.
Because I went over there and I'm like, you know what? Let's get it towed to the house.
Oh yeah.
But that's the only other time I've ever fucking used the.
Yeah, well, so fortunately, I don't know. This was not picking up. I'm all right. This was getting me back
Yeah.
for the time we were kids. I'm like, fuck it. I mean, I have to pay. I have
The
to.
fuck you talking about?
I have to pay
Do you
the.
think I already know what you're calling me about?
I mean, I would assume. Why would I have? When have I called you that early?
Hey, dog, I'm hungry.
Unless you're hungry and not, or vice versa, and then we bring each other
And
food.
then, of course, we pick up food.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, my phone was dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't. That's why I carried a fucking tire. My hands all fucked up.
You just made bad calls.
Well, no, it was a good call. This fool, no one would have known. Like, if that tire shop is
okay, yeah, but if you're like,
that's
I'm gonna walk a mile.
I mean, you know me. I don't mind walking.
Yeah, but
And it's a good story, though. I mean,
I guess yeah.
I should have just
A
Ubered.
mile.
You could have
It
easily.
was down
Ubered
the
it.
It was
street.
like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a mile because it sounds better. It's an even number. Though.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
it wasn't too bad, but it was a mission. You know.
Yeah.
You've been to this girl's house.
Mm-hmm.
So from where her house is at to the main street, not even the main street, just the street.
That's like 0.6 miles.
See, it's not. It's better. You know, you round up.
Yeah, you round up, dog. He's on the positive side of that 5.
Nah, but it was a bitch, dog. And I'm like,
And then the walk back, so that is a mile, bro.
no, and then the worst part, I can't wear my jacket because my jacket's brand new and I want to give it full of oil.
Yeah.
So I take my jacket off, so it's fucking freezing cold in the morning. I'm sweating as fuck because, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Nah, that's
But I mean, hey, dog, now I know how to change a tire. I never changed one before. Like,
nah?
not like that. Like,
Oh.
in my house, yeah, when it's calm and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just pulling up to her driveway because I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to stay in this fucking street.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Nestor for like 30 minutes.
No, AAA is dope when they change your tire. Like that's the only reason I also use it because I was like, I changed my tire, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I had AAA, so I'm like, fuck it, make these assholes do it.
Yeah.
I could wait 30 minutes.
Most of the time, it's like 30
How about
minutes.
that time you were in the freeway? Didn't they come pick you up?
Yeah, but no, when I was on the freeway, they
Or is
changed
that 311? The Metro.
Metro Boomin?
for which one?
The time you were stuck in, because isn't Metro come pick you up on the freeway?
No. It was the AAA service. I called them and they pulled over, but they didn't have to tow my vehicle because all I needed was the fucking air in. That's another thing. They had a fucking air pump and they put that into my spare, so then I was able to change the tire.
But they changed it for
Well, I told them, you're right here, dog. You just fucking do it. 'Cause my fucking my spare was flat too. It wasn't flat. It was just it had been years since I had fucking checked it.
I'm gonna fill my shit
Yeah,
up tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
but that's the thing.
Cause, dude, yeah,
It's okay. It's an okay service. It's good.
for
But
70
honestly,
bucks?
a year.
I'd rather just change the tire myself at this point. Like,
But what if
honestly,
you
my
have
mom-
a pop? Do they patch it?
No, they don't patch it.
They'll tow you
They'll
to
just
the
tow you
nearest.
They'll tow you to a shop
And then
within the 7 miles.
And if not, he's gotta pay.
And then if not, you're gonna pay the extra to get it to your house.
Oh, to your house, not to.
Well, if you want to get to your house, but
or to a shop,
to your mechanic or whatever.
My mechanic. See, my shit. And then there was 1.8 miles away. So luckily there was, and it was open. It was a paisita. I went up there and was like, "What's up, big dog? You fools, how's your day going? You got a chela or what?" And that fool's like, "Yeah, you sure like you got a rough day?" I'm like, "Shoot, don't even know the half of it, dog." And I'm like, "Can you patch it?" And he's like, "Nah, fool, someone you." Hit a nail and it did a lot of damage. What do you think?
Yeah, if the nail wasn't in there, you're fucked.
I think it was bullshit. I think that fool just. I mean, whatever, dog. I got the job
patching
done.
it at a certain point doesn't make sense.
The funny part is I need 2 new tires. The tire that popped was the newest one. It was a Goodyear.
Oh, that
so it was
sucks.
like, fuck. I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna replace all 4, get it over with.
Yeah, then I would patch it since it was so fucking.
Lose $400. So like, hey, it's worth it.
Give me 4 tires and I'll eat your scrum.
You never ate a man scrum before, though.
Your dick hole will be cleaner.
But yeah, we went, picked that fool up, changed his tires, and then I'm like, you become that fool that's just on the sidelines. Like, is he even doing it right?
That was right.
Like,
that was the 3rd time I had changed it, you dick.
It seemed like you weren't putting you know how you're supposed to do like the bolts, like triangles, not triangle.
That's to take it out.
No, to tighten it too.
You tighten it evenly so that you're not putting too much pressure on one bolt.
That's what I did.
And then you put yourself at an awkward position that you could strip the bottom bolt.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
But if you do it by hand, all of them,
you're
and
fine.
then tighten like just gently so that you're not over tightening at all.
Yeah.
And you take 2 or 3 turns of that, and you're good.
That's what I said, dog. This fool was like, "You're doing it." I'm like, dude, it's right, dog. I got you.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're good.
The other time you also risk stripping it is if you have the machine and you're not putting the screwdriver shit
at an angle. Yeah, if you put it at an angle,
put it in an angle, it could technically strip your bolts.
I just like the sound, like the fool from Cars.
Yeah,
the Italian cat. It was a G, dog. But I mean, fuck it, dog. Rough day, rough week. It is what it is. Fucking life is that way, So weird.
Yeah.
Every time you think like, oh, I've had it tough, dog. Fucking hit you with that Long John Silver, dog.
There's various degrees of tough.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I woke up and that's not what I expected. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, Dick, someone gashed my tire. I was like, damn, who hates you, dog?
I'm choking, Dick.
I'm like, it'd be funny, bro.
Nah.
The neighbor's just like, this fool keeps showing up, taking our fucking parking spot.
I park in the same spot every day. That's usually the parking spot.
Yeah. So that used to be someone's. So you started showing up and taking it. They had a fucking Pocahontas on your ass. What else? Should we try to call Juan?
No, he's still working.
I think he's at work, right?
Fuck him. We'll get him fired, dog. I got a little secret about this guy. Kids, dude. Kids.
Kids, bro. Kids.
Man. Yeah, man. I don't have a lot of stories. This shit's just what's been happening with us, man. Dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
Working and
I know how to change a tire, guys. It only took me 30
I'm a
minutes.
man now, dog. You can get
mad.
mad.
Fuck that. That stupid jack sucks.
Buy yourself a
well, yeah, it's the jack that comes with the fucking car. Like,
but that doesn't suck. The one that comes with the car is usually
get a
decent.
fucking cross. Huh?
I mean, those are dope.
The one that goes underneath the car and then you pop it up.
Yeah.
Nah, this one
those are the ones that comes with the little Hondas.
It was. I mean, it got the job done.
Yeah.
I was just thank God it didn't rain, dog. I'm like, if it would have rained, dog, I would have been fucking heated, dog.
If it was raining, it would have sucked.
I would have just taken
this fool doesn't even have keys to his girl's house.
No, and then my phone's at 15%.
Oh yeah.
Needs to shit.
I need a shit, dog. I was like, dude, there's an IHOP like a mile away. I'm like, I could walk to the IHOP and then just walk back because I mean, this was gonna take 30 minutes because it's a 30-minute drive. But I was like, I'm gonna just fucking sit in this stuff.
Thug life it.
Fuck it. I mean, I was gonna take a thug life. That's all you can do.
Then his girl's dog came popping on and staring at this fool like,
well, yeah, because
damn, you a fuck ass fool, aren't you, dog?
Got me, dog. No, because I've been meaning to take him on a walk, but I'd rather go to work to be honest.
Yeah,
it's extra money.
Unless you start charging your girl for taking her dog on a walk. Then you still get the extra money and you get to walk the dog.
That dog's nice as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. How do we end in a positive note?
Positive note, dog. Nestor came through yet again.
Your grandfather, or
yet again.
I mean, we hadn't talked about how that's who we had lost.
you had said it.
No,
Nah.
you said it for
Edit it.
for once. Nestor didn't fuck up.
Was
I
it
know.
me?
I fucked up. I could have swore I heard you say.
No,
Well, that's fine.
it is what it is. It's not like we're putting his name out
the
there.
hamburger
I'm
store?
not putting his name out there.
What hamburger story?
Your hamburger store. That's what I always used to say.
That's what my grandma loved telling that story.
Yeah.
But you said it here before.
Yeah.
Have I?
I think. Well, it's the one where they left you in the car.
They didn't leave me in the car. My fucking parents, they couldn't. Well, my dad only had a 3-seater, his work truck.
Yeah.
It was a 3-seater. Adrian didn't need a baby seat, but Adrian was the smallest one
And
the one who was like attached at the hip with my mom. Like Adrian couldn't be separated.
Yeah.
Facts.
He was a year younger than you.
I got separation issues.
And they're like, well, they needed a babysitter, but they didn't. There's no one, so they're like, well, you're going to work with your grandparents.
Uh-huh.
And Adrian was going, and this is before we were about to hit. Or was it during the summer? Like I don't know, if we're already in school or not.
Well,
I guess
if you were in school, you were like 5 or no.
It must have been summer
6, yeah.
because. No, it had to been like summer, so 5 or 6,
something like that.
Mm-hmm. So Adrian has to go with my parents. I'm gonna go with my grandparents. And like every day starts the same. I don't think we went to the mercado though. We don't like you wouldn't go and fill up the cart. They would just come pick you up after before the no. My grandparents never worked swap meets.
No.
That was my dad. My grandparents on Sundays, they worked in front of a church. I forgot the church's name.
I don't remember either.
Over there on Telegraph.
So they worked in front of a church?
Yeah. They were there. Like, it was like a staple of that church. In that community. Everyone fucking knew them. The priest, everyone there. So we went. So I was gonna ride with them, and I wasn't too happy about it. But I mean, Adrian has my parents who are acting like parents.
Yeah.
And my grandparents were acting like grandparents.
Yeah.
I got there, and it's like
spoil the child.
Mm-hmm.
I was the fat king, like a little fat baby king. One, they gave me control of the coins. And I just felt rich when I would just count them, pocket some, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even
that's
then.
when I, put some in the shoe. Candies galore. Like, she just brought a fucking picture of them in their truck. I could pull it up. Let me see. Because in the back of their truck, they had popcorn, chips, all types of candies. So, oh no, this one you can't tell. I was just grabbing candies, drinking soda. Oh, here it is. Like, you see the back?
Let me see.
Is it just like candies hanging up?
Oh, yeah.
So it's just a buffet of fucking candies. Got my first cavities there. Yeah, I mean, it's basically where I developed all my bad habits.
Yeah.
Just eat whatever the fuck I want.
I don't think...
Do whatever the fuck I want.
That's tough to not fucking get cavities at right there. That's a shitload of candies, bro.
They sell fruits and vegetables, but I mean, you think I wanted?
Dude, the candies,
you think I wanted fruits and vegetables when I was 6? It's just candy galore, and my grandparents weren't gonna tell their little cute fat. Well, I wasn't fat then yet.
No,
medium.
That
you were husky.
You were prospect.
I was,
I was bulking up.
I was tipping this, like, not tipping the scale. I was borderline.
Yeah.
But it was just as much candy, soda as you want. And every time they'd stop for food, like, because it's like, every time you tell your parents, like, let's stop at McDonald's, they'd be like, no, there's food at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or no.
Yeah.
But with your grandparents, there is no no.
There is no, yo.
It's like, what do you want? It's like,
I'm gonna give you life, bro. I'm gonna give you everything.
you know what I mean? It's like, what don't I want? Let me get 3 of these and 6 of those. Well, I wasn't ordering like that. But the story is that I had gone to the dentist that morning, and had taken out a tooth, a molar. So the doctor told me, don't eat from that side because it's tender. Eat from the other side. Yeah. I had a traumatic experience because I wouldn't keep still. They put me in a straitjacket. And since that day, every time I've dealt with stressful situations,
you got violent hands, bro.
I fucking kept swinging at them.
You need one of them weighted blankets, bro. The technology wasn't
It's better
there
than
yet.
what they did at Adrian. They had a fat lady sit on this food. And he was like, get this fat bitch off of me, yo.
Damn, yo, we're fucking...
We were violent children. But that shit like gives you a bad taste for the dentist.
Well, yeah, dog. They got you in a fucking straitjacket.
Like a psycho, bro.
Yeah. So you had a traumatic experience at the dentist, and then
that day, my dad's out working. My mom had to take me. You know, so having anxiety issues, whatever the fuck. Then they bring me back to my safe zone. You know what I mean? The little college safe zone with my grandparents. Yeah. Where anything goes and you could do anything you want. Yeah. I'm hurting. I had a bad day. I felt like my dad had abandoned me because he didn't pull up. So I'm gonna teach these motherfuckers. Well, I don't know. My grandma just she bought a family bag. Every Greek burger joint. Yeah. Like Troy's, Jim's, like they're staple in Los Angeles, like with the Greek cups. Yeah. You live by one. Yeah. But, they have a family pack with like 4 burgers, 4 sodas, and 4 fries. Yeah. For like it used to be $12.99.
Like they even have that shit at In-N-Out, right? Like,
do they have family packs?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think they do now. But
probably. But is it 4 burgers, 4 drinks, and all that shit?
Yeah. So, story is that. Because there's a gyms over there on Olympic. No, it's on Whittier. There used to be the tortillas by Guerrero. Guerrero. Yeah. That makes all the tortillas. Like there used to be the factory there. Where they used to like package them. So they would go there in the morning before their route started to get the tortillas. Yeah. And there was a gyms across. And while my grandpa's like, look, I'm going to go get the tortillas and let's get some breakfast. Go get a 4-pack. So my grandma got there first, put the 4-pack, and then went to go help my grandpa with the tortillas. And story is when they got back, I had demolished the 4-pack. All 4-pack. Or I was well in my...
Kobayashi that you...
Or I was well into my way about to finish that 4-pack. Because I've never been like a big fries person. Because to me, that seems like, why would I go for the fries when there's 4 burgers? Facts. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure there was like a fuckload of fries and the burgers were gone. Yeah. And then their reaction, instead of like scolding me, were laughing.
That's our little champ.
No, they were just dying laughing.
This motherfucker. Dog, you'd be laughing too, dog, if you left a fucking kid with 4 burgers and this motherfucking chowed them all down.
It's like when you walk in and your dog's on the table and you're like, yeah. You want to be mad at him, but it's like, fuck's wrong with you? What are you doing? And then they're like, well, didn't you just go to the dentist? Yeah. Aren't you, like, isn't half your mouth fucked up? Yeah. And
they felt safe. They shouldn't have felt safe. That was the first mistake.
Well, no, with my mouth full, still chowing down on my last burger. He's like, I ate it through the side of my mouth that I was good for. I said,
you had tactics, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I, some fucking idiot? And then I had drank all the Cokes, all the burgers, so fucking trying to deal with the traumatic experience of going to the dentist.
Fuck it.
And they're like, we're going to go get more food, but this one isn't for you. And I'm like, we'll see about that.
We'll see.
And they love telling that story.
Yeah.
Like every time they see me, they tell that story. In my grandpa's last days, I told him, Grandpa, don't leave those burgers around me, bro. It brought a smile to his face. Yeah. Even he could still remember
that story, yeah.
Some little fat boy eating their burgers.
Yeah. I think they had more of a blast of the fact that you had just gone to the dentist. You had just been told.
Which is fucking hilarious.
It is.
Well, no, not about what happened, but
it is pretty funny.
For the rest of my life, was like, yo, be like, trying to be healthy, lose some weight. But no one ever unreined me as much as my grandparents did. Like, no one was like...
They're enablers.
Straight up enablers, dog. Like, you know how, like, you'd pull up to their house, and my grandma has food, but, you know, she's like, hey, Neto, you know the number of the Pizza Hut? Handle it, dog. And I'm looking at my dad, and my dad's like,
yeah, no.
No. And I'm like, what is he gonna fucking hit me, dog? And
never should have got me a cell phone.
No. There was no cell phone.
I'm just fucking like, but...
Hey, your dad is saying it. You talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you just got...
you got a free pass.
The supervisor just told you it's cool, fun. Like, and your manager's looking at you like, what?
Your manager's looking at you, but corporate just gave you the green light. And you're like, fuck it. Thumbs up.
Talk to your boss, homie.
Yeah. Sorry to go above you, but I just did, bro.
And Adrian was always with the shit. It's just that for some reason his metabolism never.
You said your brother was sickly as a kid too.
Fuck no. For some, Adrian eats 2-3 times what I do, and that motherfucker fucking.
But I used to yak it all back though.
You never yacked it. To this day, you still eat more.
Depends on what we eat, but yeah. But I mean, do I work out more?
No.
That's true.
I mean, I push the body.
I mean,
I got hit.
Then again,
yesterday.
you throw up, huh?
I got hit on yesterday at the gym.
By some vato?
Some vato was like, dude, you know, you're good looking, but you really be good looking if you're like 20 pounds less. I was like, try 60 pounds. And he just laughed. I'm like, I'm about to leave this bench, but if like you want to switch up.
You want to go hit the spot real quick.
Hey, no, I'm a little bit horny, though.
Like, hey, if I was 20 pounds, I wouldn't be talking to a fuck nigga like you.
If I was 20 pounds lighter, you wouldn't even approach me, bro.
If I was 20 pounds lighter, you'd be fucking feel intimidated to even come up to me. It was funny, dog.
What?
When we ordered food, you think my parents let me get stuffed crust, dog? Nah, B, you could get the regular ass pizza.
Yeah.
But with my grandparents, dog, let me get that fucking stuffed crust for the most expensive one. And what's the combos? Oh, you got fucking wings on special? Bring them shits too, boy.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
How about you, Adrian? Do you have a good...
But do you ever remember?
No.
I remember the pizza stories.
Hey, habla de la Pizza Hut. Dude, I was fucking 25, 26 at his house. He's like, hey, habla de la pizza. I was like, nah, bro. Those were my old days, yo. I'm not like that no more, yo.
They wanted to see the show. Like,
they're feeders? They were feeders the whole time?
Put the pizza in the mouth.
But I think that's how they showed love. They were not big huggers.
Yeah.
None of them Mario.
But well, that's
in the later of the years, you hug them because they're old. What are they gonna run away from you?
Yeah.
Then? They were never big huggers. Like their affection was food, and then I remember like the times we go to IHOP with all the families.
Yeah.
And then I would like, to me, who my grandpa was, like in my grandpa was a little rascal, dog.
What do you mean?
He would like, he do shit that is weird, be like.
What do you mean?
Like one time we were just throwing tomatoes over an overpass. Huh?
Oh, you guys were.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I think it's stupid.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
You would try to do it with me. I'm like, that's dumb. We're gonna hit somebody.
You're irrational about it?
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't like fucking Chomper over there.
Well, no, because
Chomper's game for anything. We just gotta get him pizza.
Nestor was close to them because he actually spent way more time than I
Yeah.
did. Like, I spent time with him, but not as much.
Yeah.
So there was a game where you would either smack the bottom of the freeway,
Uh-huh.
the
Or,
cement blocks, or try to fucking
Get it over.
the freeway.
uh-huh.
Only one time I was like, nah, B, don't do that. Like,
Yeah.
I might hit a fucking car. I was like, Dad, if I had that cannon, I'd be going pro. I can't fucking get over this goddamn freeway. Doing shit like that. That fool always had when we were young, that fool used to carry a lot of cash. Man.
That's what I remember from my grandpa, dog. That motherfucker used to carry just stacks
Yeah.
of money, which is like, as a kid, I was hyped. And when I started working, I started carrying stacks of money, and then I was like, "It's just stupid, dude. Like, if I lose my wallet, that goes your likelihood, dude. Like, how are you gonna put it in a bank?" But he used to just carry wads of cash, which I never. Like, you're not a drug dealer. What the fuck? Like, why do you carry wads of cash?
I don't know. I in my head was like, it just seemed like he was dope.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, think of this wad of cash you're thinking about and double it. Like, this motherfucker carried a fucking load of cash.
He was,
And they said, I mean, the other day, he lost 45,000. He found it, but he lost 45 grand. Think about how much 45 in bills.
yeah. Damn.
I was like, who carries that much?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Stupid. Especially in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
They had papers. They did not have a bank.
No, they
card?
did. They had through Reagan, they had fixed. They were legal.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but they just didn't trust the banks, dog. Never trust the bank.
Never trust
They
the
didn't
bank.
know about.
Don't trust the banks.
I mean, actually, I don't even know if my grandpa could read, dog, to be honest. Never once in my life have I ever seen him read a book or anything.
Are you calling me on?
Well, no, I mean, why doesn't he trust banks, dog?
No, it might just be the old school thing of
Keeping.
I'd rather see the fucking money to know I have it.
I think he had money in his bank. I think
plus
it was most like
Just walking around money.
no.
I mean, that's why I used to
In
care.
the early 90s, it was the boom of their business. It's when it was happening.
Yeah.
And as much money as is coming in, much money is coming out because like it's if you deposit it, just your profits, you go to the bank every day. You're not really keeping books.
Yeah.
You keep when you gotta pay everything, that's when they probably deposit it. But like most because it's a cash business and every day they had a
You also need change.
the
and
truck
shit.
and you need change and shit. I mean, why he carried that much? Or maybe it just seemed like that much because we were kids.
We were
Yeah.
straight
That-
kids.
And
That's also the truth.
children,
Yeah.
when you're children, everything seems like a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it might be a lot of ones,
I
but
got it, I
in
got
my
it.
head, it's like, yo, this
You got a story?
I got a story.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why the fuck my grandparents like to buy us shoes, dog. So one day,
Uh-huh.
it's because they used to park their work truck in our driveway, and I don't know why we were out there. My grandpa was like, "Oh, we'll go to the mall, buy you guys some shoes."
Nah. They never told us we're going to buy you shoes. We were just there and we're like, we like these, and they just bought them.
Well, yeah, we go to the mall, and then I'm like, I see some Jordans. I'm not a Jordan guy. I've never been, never
Yeah.
will be. But I like these specific Jordans.
I'll tell you which Jordan it
the
is so people know.
17s.
You know which ones they
the
are?
17s. Because to this day, I'm going to rebuy them.
Uh-huh.
But then I was in that age group where like my foot was growing. So I was like a tween, you know, I was like 11, 10.
Yeah.
But it's going to get to the point where now I have to buy adult sizes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Jordan 17s. These are the ones.
Yes, yeah.
Those black ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I had them for a minute, dog. Because
Yeah.
You were a motherfucking geisha with those. Remember how you fucked your toes up because they didn't fit you?
no, they didn't. Because okay, so the kid sizes was 125, but if you want the adults, it was like $200. And I mean, even when I was a kid, I'm still cheap. I'm still frugal.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get my grandpa for that.
I
much.
wanted to get them, but not for that much because that's the type of guy I am.
Uh-huh.
I want to fuck you, but I'm gonna kiss you first. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gentle. So we
So
go.
you binded your feet.
Yeah, basically my toes are still fucked to this day because of that.
Twisted up his feet like a geisha. fool.
But whatever. Next year, buy some like ponies.
No.
I forgot what you got.
Oh,
But I
that's
went.
another time. Oh,
I
no,
went
did
and
no,
got
he
these
bought me-
17s. I'm trying them on. They fit tight, but I'm like, I can make it work, dog.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah.
So, dude, the next day I had my Jordans, but my feet were fucked.
Oh,
nigga.
fucking.
They were just smashed
gnarled.
in.
Yeah.
But dude, I wore those for like a good year and a half, dude, till they ripped. Like, I'm a man of my word. You buy me something, I'm gonna use it till it fucking breaks down.
Damn,
I remember,
crazy.
because I mean, dude, they seem too old, like not older, but like they're in their 50s.
Yeah.
They don't speak English. They don't dress up. My grandpa is all dirty from work. I don't expect anything from them. And then when he just pops out with a water pot, like $5,000 in his pocket, this motherfucker's a drug dealer.
Yeah.
I got the Kevin Garnett shoes. I'm looking for them right now. The other day I found them and I was like,
I'm gonna buy those.
I always had an eccentric taste in shoes. And people would be like, "What's up?" But and what in the fucking world would I want basketball shoes? I was never like a fucking athlete. You know what I mean? I wasn't
expensive shoes.
You think I was just trying to get my grandpa for expensive shoes?
Not that you're trying to get them. Is that
my parents were not gonna go for $300 shoes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were. They always bought us good shit too. It's just
true.
I just remember walking into stores, people would dismiss them because they
look like.
They always dress like they were dressed while they got out of work and then we would just go places.
So
they never look fancy, yeah.
It wasn't like they dressed up to go to the mall, you know?
That's another good fucking lesson. Ever charge a book by its cover, dog.
Yeah.
And I remember when he would bring that fucking water cash out and they're like, because they think they're
it's
not...
like the Always Sunny moment. When you can't try that jacket on. You just pop out the water of cash, bro.
Yeah.
You get someone fired.
So they're not taking them seriously. Then that fucking water cash come out.
Yeah.
And then people were like, "Oh, do you also want to add socks? Do you also want to add this?" Oh, and then they're trying to upsell you the fucking. Oh, do you want to clean the shoes? Do you want to get the little fucking?
You need to put the spray on the hat, bro. If you don't put the spray on the hat,
that's gonna fuck it up, dog.
Yeah, fuck that guy, dog. That guy was like, "Oh, these are 125, but you get the toe sizes are 200." I was like, "Fuck it, I'll fit them, man."
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Probably ruined my fucking toes. That's why they're all crooked, dog.
That's funny. I remember you would fucking walk all gingerly and
because it hurt, dude. My feet would hurt, and I would come home. I would come home. My feet were all fucked up, bleeding from PE or whatever.
No, I was Mariana.
No, well, still down from me from balling.
Nah, but back then, like recess and lunch, you'd play.
I played, yeah.
I was wondering, like, is that why I bought basketball shoes? I wanted to be a little baller because we used to play basketball with the kids there. I can't find them, but they were like half blue, half black. Those shoes are the ones
that the companies invested most in.
What do you mean?
Because they'd sell for high prices. So basketball
125.
Basketball sneakers were the shit.
125 in the early let's say like 99, dog.
That's ridiculous.
Think of the markup now. It's ridiculous, stupid.
Whatever.
I wouldn't spend $125 on.
It's the Kevin Garnett's when he was in Minnesota.
His first stint or second stint? Oh, his first stint.
Yeah, well, when he was still a rookie, it's before he even left.
Yeah,
they were like, and I remember one time I was wearing them, and then one of my uncles gave me shit like, "What's up with those fucking sneakers?"
Look at the price tag, homie. then talk to me about my shoes.
For real. You used to see them every day when
they parked here.
When they parked here,
but
also we would go a lot to go. Remember when my uncle Lalo would work with them?
Yeah, my dad would go.
So we had to go drop him off because he didn't drive.
Yeah.
And then we'd stay there for a little while, and it was always like either had dinner with grandma or called a pizza.
I remember the backyard being huge, but I'm pretty sure we go now.
No, we never went to the backyard.
I did because you know me, I like to explore. I like the theme.
I mean, we saw it and shit, but we didn't.
It was like a barn, and it had a bunch of fruit trees. I remember that much. And that house, dude. Remember that house got fucking robbed when my.
I remember our cousin came from Mexico,
loaded up,
and they fucking bought that food. Brand new jeans, jackets. He had a Game Boy.
Yeah, I remember.
Damn, a Game Boy?
Oh, fuckload of shit.
But they lived in a duplex, and the other duplex had a door to their duplex.
Oh, okay.
So those fools fucking broke in and just thieved.
They stole everything, dog.
Fuck.
And I remember that fool was like all upset, and they're like, "Don't trip. We're gonna go back tomorrow in the mall. You're gonna get everything again."
Damn.
And I was just kind of like, "Fuck, I don't got no Game Boy. What the fuck? We got 2 of them?"
You already fucked up yours.
It's like you've ate your Game Boy on me.
You got.
My earliest memory, and like I've heard my dad then tell this story to other people
Mm-hmm.
while I was working with them.
Yeah.
It just coincided to be my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and we were driving, and it's like when we're done,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen a store in the display outside in their display. There was like a ATV, like one of those little ATVs, like those Power
Yellow
Wheels.
one.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool! I want one of those." That fool didn't even think about it. He just pulled over,
Damn.
pulled out a stack of cash, and then told he asked the guy how much. And it must have been a pretty penny because it was like,
That wad went back in the pocket.
no, he copped it.
Oh shit.
He just bought it. And then, he's in his work truck, and
Mm-hmm.
like the work truck is like, it's a truck, and then it's got like a box on top of it that stores everything. So
Everything. Yeah.
there's no real place to put it. So they're like, do we just throw it on top? And that fool's like, let's throw it on top. We're not going that far.
Uh huh.
And that fool's like, it's got charged batteries, so it's all bueno. Huh?
Uh huh.
And I'm like, dope. So that fool, they threw it on top, and when we got to the house, my dad was gonna come pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he brought everybody, like my mom and Agent, because they were coming to come pick me up. Where do they find me? Doing donuts in the motherfucking alley. And, not the alley, just
The
like
fucking ATV.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was like a battery, but it's
Yeah,
still.
no, but still, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking doing donuts, going up and down the street.
Uh huh.
My dad's freaking out, but he doesn't want to show it.
My
Yeah.
dad,
I don't remember. I was a kid.
my dad tells that story later on where I'm
Uh-huh.
old. He tells other people like the first time I felt like a father was when my dad got my son an ATV, and he's going up and down the streets.
You're like, no, fuck
And
that.
he's just trying to
Yeah.
he's trying to chase me like you're
Uh-huh.
gonna get fucking hit.
Yeah.
And that's when my grandpa told that fool like
See,
that's what it feels like. Now you
Yeah.
know what it feels like to be scared, to be
Yeah. To have that feeling.
to be protective.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I mean they let me use it, but then they're like, nah, B, you like, I mean, I was 5. What do I know about traffic?
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean? They're like, and I'm a fucking thrill seeker. Man. I'm not about to stay in the sidewalk, so I'm trying to hit the streets, though.
you don't know better. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't know anything about.
You don't know about.
You're young. You don't have the fear of.
Like, yeah. You eat shit. You get up.
You're
do stuff.
immortal at that age. Hell,
Yeah.
you're
And
immortal
guess
till you're fucking.
11 days later, guess whose birthday it is? Was Adrian's like, I want a little Jeep, and they're like,
Yeah.
we'll get you a little Jeep.
Is that where your infatuation with Jeeps became?
Because I got one first.
Because he got one. He's like, fuck this one. I'm going to get a real Jeep. Watch one day, homie. I'm going to show up with a real Jeep and you going to be hating hard.
So Adrian gets a Jeep.
No, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I guess I got a Jeep, and then we both go to the park, dog. But my car's not as fast as this was, so this was taking off. I'm like, what the fuck? Can't catch up.
So we worked at the East LA swap meet,
Uh-huh.
and my dad didn't have time. Back then he was working 7 days a week
Wow, yeah, just like this was.
from sun up to sundown. So there's no time, not really.
Uh-huh.
And then that time because he had people helping him at the swap meet. My mom would go, my uncle would go, his uncle would go.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that day he just like, I'm gonna carve some time and I'm gonna take these foods to a
To
park
go to the park and
that
try
was
out there.
close to right there to the swap meet.
Uh-huh.
Which is highly illegal.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, you could get a lot of
We rode a real ATV.
Kids would go door to door to sell chocolates, bro. 90s were a crazy fucking time.
And I was like,
Yeah.
You don't let a fucking kid go
Now they
near a
just sell it at a
stranger's door.
gas station.
Yeah.
And that fool he just grabbed the string and then attached it to the fucking back. Fool.
of his truck, of his work truck,
Uh-huh.
and then
to his work truck because he didn't have a truck to be
to tow the fucking the Jeep and the ATV.
So then he just put us around the grass. It's a skate park now in that Belvedere park.
Yeah,
it's a skate park and a soccer field.
Oh,
but before it was just a big field, and he's like,
field,
go for it. And I'm just like,
just was going ham for him. I'm trying to catch up.
Jeep.
Yeah, but I'm a year younger, and then I was a fucking late bloomer since birth. So.
Yeah,
I was a thrill seeker. I was like,
I was
gunning it.
I was a pussy back then. Pussy now,
going down hills. That's why
funny.
I was always able to grab like bicycles quicker and shit because I was like, I wasn't afraid
to fall. I was too like methodical, like mathematical.
You pushed boundaries.
I did.
While Adrian watched you push those boundaries, like, okay, it's cool to travel.
I'm like,
but he also would piss my dad out because he would start crying. So I see him getting fucking ragged on right by his hair. I was like, I don't want that shit. I'm thrill seeker, Dad. I live for the extreme, dog. No fear, dog.
There's gonna be this thing called X Games, bro.
So, we ain't about that noise.
Yeah, well, that's good that he had like a positive influence on your life. Like,
yeah, I mean, that should definitely have more memories than I do.
No, man. I mean, I always felt like I was close. Like, people say like, oh, people like, oh, their favorite. This is. I always felt like I was a favorite. They never made me feel like any less. When I was there, I always felt like I don't know. People might feel like they were the favorite, not. Like, I always felt like
I knew I wasn't the favorite.
But that's just a good grandparenting job on their part, where they.
I never like. I don't know. I loved them, and I felt like they genuinely loved me. Like they're the only people who call me Neto.
Yeah.
No one else calls me that shit.
Yeah.
And then they had other nicknames. I couldn't tell you right now. Adrian's El Maduro.
Yeah. But my grandpa's the only one that calls me that.
No one's ever called you that.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know the fucking.
It's a term of affection. That's another way of showing affection, giving nicknames.
Yeah.
Because that means you're close enough to them where they're like, you know what, you got a special name from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then work with them countless times, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not work with them, but you would around them all the time. And it's just like helping them, and like especially like later in life where he couldn't. I would like go and like get inside his truck and go in there and
terrible.
I know, it's like just like in the bowels of his truck, moving and like taking out like boxes for him and and then helping him pack shit up.
Nah, but that's good, dude.
And I'm like, no one will talk about it. And I don't know if it's a bad look, but my grandpa was a flirt, dog.
Yeah.
And that fool had game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talked to the women like, "What's up, mommy?"
I don't think he talked like that.
Nah, he never talked like that. He was in Puerto Rican.
Where the mofongo at, girl?
I was a flirt, though. Like, where you just like, damn, this
fool just turned.
But again, like, when you're a kid, you like
was it 309 or
305?
305.
You make everyone your superhero. To me, he was my superhero, man. Like,
yeah,
it was. He was the shit.
No, yeah.
When on college essays, it's like name your hero or name someone that's affected your life. I always wrote about my grandpa. College essays, when you had to write about somebody, I always wrote about my grandpa.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. He still holds a
it's a big part of your life,
part of my life, and a big piece of my heart, and I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah, just know that he lives on with you, dog.
And me, and with the stories we'll tell about him and pass on to future generations. Yeah. One thing I regret is never getting them on the pod, man. I always felt like one day I want to just sit down with them, record their stories, because homeboy was a psycho, dog.
Yeah.
Not a psycho, but
stories. Not a psycho. Like,
we know you over exaggerate, bro.
Like a story from that. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just know he shot out all the lights in the street in Mexico, not here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got dissed. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he just felt like he needed to shoot out some lights.
Yeah.
I don't got that in me. I'm not like that.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So I always thought like, damn.
Yo, your grandpa was Dumbledore, bro.
He
had to drop off a kid. Yeah, the light flicker, the fucking...
So, yeah, the fucking light, the light bringer, the one he gives wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I mean, I'm going to miss him.
Yeah.
Grief's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Experiencing all these new things, new emotions. But,
They become manageable.
I'm not saying it's passion because I don't know if you ever really get over.
Like I said, I personally feel you don't. It never. Time doesn't heal it. I feel time makes it manageable, in the sense that Then again, I am the one who represses shit, so I'm like, yeah, it's.
But now
you
get to honor his memory, and that's that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Not about this subject because I don't know if it's a little.
Yeah.
No, I felt like at the end we got some good stories.
It was good, dude. It's good to
talk it out.
Yeah, because you're not the only one who's dealt with this, and
dude, and those are my stories. Those are like my thing. I know Adrian didn't get to tell much. I don't know. He says that he doesn't have many, but I know.
Yeah,
he's
but
got
you
the stuff with the shoes, and I'm sure my other cousins have their own stories.
Exactly, and all those stories can combine to make
I mean, not to tell someone else's story, but my story was always the burger ones. The story he would always tell about Felipe was that
he tried to pop his tires.
Felipe, once I was helping him right there at that church. Felipe's like, I'm over it, dog. He took a little fucking knife and started stabbing at the tires. They're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get out of here.
He didn't understand if the tires are popped, they were less likely to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't compute that.
Sometimes you have to dig in deeper, dog.
In his head, he's like, hey, if the tires are popped, we get to go home, bro. We get to enjoy the rest of the Sunday. And that fool's chasing him around in front of a church. Dog.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Yeah,
so I know everyone's got stories, man. Everyone's got love for him. So
I think that does help with the grieving process.
Talking about it, I mean, that's why I knew I needed it. Like, it's hard to talk to my friends because it was easier to talk to them because they knew him. They know what we're going through because they're going through the same thing. We should end this one. I think it's a nice little,
a good one. A good spot to end. End on a high note.
I don't know. I didn't want to.
I don't think we brought situation. It's not light either. That's a heavy subject we all deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to talk about it mostly because I didn't want to cry. I didn't want to also like have someone from the family be like, "You fucking besmirched his name up to I don't know." We didn't.
No, I don't think.
I told my side of the shit. I talked about grief, and I talked about.
Like I said, you could only tell your stories. Well, and Felipe's, I guess.
That's what he would always tell about that. I always thought it was funny because I always imagined him running around.
Little Felipe
trying to stab tires. Always scheming, that guy. Guys, also the little gay show over here.
That's a good story. That was a good story.
Nah, my feet are fucked. But it shows the care. I've been frugal my whole life. People are like, nah, the old you guys like, no, dude. I've been like, I've had to.
Because God forbid someone called you out. Hey, you made your grandpa buy you those shoes and you've never used them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use them every day till they burn out, and I got the fucking cheapest one.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had, like, his foot had turned into a fist.
That shit hurt, dog.
She looked like a hamburger helper,
like,
dog.
we be walking from school, dog.
You binded your own foot for a year like a geisha.
Yeah, dog. No one could call me out, dog.
No.
Nobody.
I got one over me.
So, I mean, I guess I got one over myself because my grandpa didn't mind paying the extra 50.
You played yourself. I don't think he would ever be like, where the shoes at?
Yeah.
No, that's not my grandpa. No, but I mean, in my head, I just never wanted to be like, the fuck.
Yeah. No, you saw it as the big expense that it was.
Yeah.
So you're like, fuck it, man. You wear those motherfuckers.
I wore them
to the soul blew out.
One more story to finish it out. Remember when we were going to the Belvedere Feria?
Yeah. Like a fair?
13.
Oh, yeah.
Our neighbor girl, she's just hitting puberty. And all of us are just noticing now, like, it went from like, He used to roughhouse her because she got some fucking cunt. He used to roughhouse her with no, that's way too rough.
That's way too rough.
He used to roughhouse the neighbor.
She was one of the she was one of the boys.
When all of a sudden over the summer, she was like, "Oh shit!" No, it was about to be summer because it's the end of school fair. Like, when the fuck did she get titties, bro? And she has her big ones too. Salvadoran, for those Salvadoran, I bet hot over that. She's the one who introduced me to papusas, you know what I'm saying?
Anyways, keep your story going.
She's 13, yeah.
Well, I was also 13. It's not like it's me saying that now about 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I was also 13. She was 13. She was looking good. All of us were now all of a sudden being like, whoa.
Yeah.
And we're like, you want to go to the fair? She's like, yeah, I'll go to the fair with you guys. Her mom let us because, what did she think? We were a little couple savages? She thought, their dick don't work yet. Little did she know, though. My grandpa was like, hey, you fools, where you fools going? We're like, oh, we're taking her to the fair. We're like, who, you and your bro? Oh, and my little neighbor right here. And my grandpa's like, oh, her, bro? You're going to show her a good time? I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
And that fool took a water cat. She's like, yo, show her a good time, bro.
Yeah. So give it to Nestor, though, which is bullshit.
Yeah. Give it to Nestor because he wanted me to show her a good time.
Yeah. But I'm not the fan.
Yeah, right?
At that point, for you,
yo, this is how you eat 4 burgers, girl.
Imagine I
from the side of the mouth.
He goes, and then we just chanting, bitch.
You a chump if you use all your teeth. You know what I mean?
Imagine.
Because that's what he impressed. That's what his grandpa was impressed when he chumped all those burgers.
Bitch, kids, say much, don't say much.
Do you want me to show you another session of 4 burgers? Make it 8. Rack them. He should have defined.
I never realized he didn't give you money. I just thought like, oh fuck, did he? He didn't give you money. He did give you money, right?
He gave you money.
He didn't give you.
Mm-mm.
He probably said for the both thing, but you know me.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I mean, I remember
I was a year younger anyway. I wasn't interested.
Yeah,
H he was still on his fag zone. Like, you know when you're a little kid?
Yeah, you were Bobby.
But he saw the fucking evil in my eye.
Oh, yeah. Like, my grandpa knew exactly what you were, because he had seen it in his kids, probably previous kids. He knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. The 13-year-old.
You don't try to hang out with no fucking hoe for no reason. If you ever hang around, it's for a reason.
Oh my god!
Man, we used to walk to that stupid fair.
We only did a few times.
I know. Well, you did. I mean, I would go with my friend.
That time though, it was all business.
Yeah, business.
And she liked me too. But then
I liked her back.
Yeah.
And I liked
her mom got a whiff of it, and she didn't want no Mexican fucking
sniffing
dating
around.
her down. Because she knew. That papusa's about to get fucking smashed down, boy. They moved away to Atlanta.
Oh.
She was a thot.
And she's like, if you fucking move me, I'm going to get with a black guy. And then her mom would start crying.
What the fuck?
I mean, look, she was...
Hey, different times.
She was a thot.
Early 2000s.
The song Tatiana was about her, dog.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
She was like a hood rat. Well, she would hang around with hood rats, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
She was.
In my head, she was like, oh, damn.
She was your princess.
No, she was a whore. No. That sounds wrong. Let me reel it back.
Reel it back, bro.
Like the hormone monster from fucking Big Mouth is very real, bro. When you're 13, you're just like, I want to do despicable things to you. You heard? Yeah, this was just.
He let you shine, bro.
Here's a stack. Show her a good time.
That's bro code type shit, bro.
That's an OG, fam.
Yeah.
That's an OG move.
Yeah.
I don't think because my grandma was doing her own thing, so it was like it's between men.
Yeah.
So,
this is how men work, you know. You fist bump it. And
Yeah.
fucking bump chest.
It'd be fucking hilarious if in my head the way I trivialize that is like,
Yeah.
oh, I should just eat mad food in front of you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I could do that.
Ooh, I'm gonna press the shit out of her.
Yeah,
All
but
you do is like food court, right, guys?
Yeah.
And it's like a little fair where they're just selling like deep fried
Yeah.
fucking bananas, and you just like, watch me eat 10.
Watch me throat this banana. This is making you wet.
You're stuffing a whole banana. In your- I mean, everyone knows the fucking Mexico story going over there. I mean, fuck it, dog. We got great memories.
Yeah. And that's the good thing, dude. You got great memories. And
Some people don't even know their grandparents. Some people like, dude, I never like. We're 30. Who could say that like grandpa lasted all the way?
both sets.
Both sets. Some people
Yeah.
lost their grandpas early.
To our
didn't.
cousins, their grandpa died like when they were like 6 or 7.
Yeah, they didn't even get to meet that motherfucker.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Not us.
We hung out.
We've had a blessed life. And when we started this shit, we said we had a blessed life.
Yeah.
My dream was to be able to have kids and have them meet them.
I knew that was going to be a choice. I mean, I knew that wasn't going to be an option just because.
If that girl would have moved to Atlanta, it could have happened. It might have happened. Bro. You know, she liked me for me because I was funny, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was also a 2X.
And out of
so
out of nowhere, this fool popped out with a wad of cash. Oh, damn. You got it like that?
Damn burgers, son!
But it's also when you meet someone when they was normal fool, and you treat them like good before and then that. One time she did rat me out though.
What do you mean?
Remember one time she ratted me out to her mom about that I called her brother a faggot and then that fool was crying?
Why would you do that?
Because he was acting like a little fag. Fool.
I don't remember that.
No, because he had a real high pitched voice.
Well, he was.
And we were all going through puberty, so all our voices was deep. You know what I mean?
Your voice was never deep.
And his fucking
Her brother was a lot younger, like 2 or 3 years younger than
he
me.
was like in first grade or something, and we were already in middle school. And I called that fool Squeaky, fool. And she told all the neighbor kids are calling.
Yeah, that's the way you get to a girl is make fun of her brother. He's like,
She still liked me. Because one time we were kicking in the garage, fool, and we were like, of all 4 of us, who you down to fuck? Fool? No, we didn't say fuck. Who you down to get down with? Fool? You know, we weren't explicit back then. She's like, oh, this foot. I'm like, the Sprite bitch. She also said Romero, so there was, you know what I mean? There was competition. But that's it. She never pointed at the other 2 fools that...
The younger ones. We were younger.
The younger fools, yeah.
Me and Danny were the same age. Yeah. You don't remember we're older.
She like older cats, fool. Even though she was your guys' age.
Mm-hmm.
She was younger. She liked the older boys, fool, you know what I mean? Bad boy, I was a bad boy. Fool.
yeah.
The New York Street bad boy. Fool.
You had your Brooklyn hat on.
No shit. I had a New York hat on.
Yeah.
Biscuit one,
I don't-
red one.
I don't doubt it.
Watch out with those New York Street bad boys, fool. It was funny before we kicked it with her, we would kick it with the other neighbor. But they were like dysfunctional ass.
They were dysfunctional family. The show was theirs, but I mean,
She turned lesbian, but it's probably because I speared her. Fool. Remember? I speared the shit out of her because we were all into wrestling.
we were into wrestling.
I
You
speared
edged
her.
her?
I fucking roundhouse kicked that bitch, man. She fucking cried. And then I was like, we can't kick it no more. Yo.
Nah, I've defeated you.
You're no match.
Vince McMahon says you're out of the crew.
See me on SmackDown.
Nah, I think we just stopped kicking it with them.
Yeah.
They moved.
They lost the house.
And they moved. But those were our friends when we were kids.
When we got here, they were the ones who were, and they shouldn't have been our friends because they lost this house.
They lost this house. We bought it.
And they used to fucking come to our house and like, I used to live here. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's our house now, baby. And she's like, well, this used to be my dad. And I'm like, we don't give a fuck. And then I speared her and put her through a fucking table, dog. But then they moved because they lost another house, so they weren't good at keeping their
keeping
houses.
houses.
No.
Damn.
Then later on, well, or they just moved. Later on, she was gay. That's all I remember. She was macking with her girlfriend. I threw her the fist.
So trivial. You trivialized the shit out of that.
I threw her the fucking respectful, like,
Yeah.
and she respected that too. She's like, yeah, boy, putting it down. She used to still come to the block to eat muff. Huh? They'd fuck around in their car. In the little van, she's gotta come down and eat. We were the New York Street bad boys. She was part of the crew.
Dirt over the nookie. What?
Should have come. It's been a minute. I haven't seen them in a minute.
They don't live around here.
I'm talking about like a couple.
This was like 10
years ago.
15, we were still in high school. We were still
Like
in
she
high
got
school.
a car and she just brought her little girlfriend out here, and ate the muff, kept it moving. Out of respect for the crew, for the wrestling crew.
It goes down on the straight.
Oh fuck! We've been meaning to fucking. This is good though. It's good to talk it out, man. I feel good. Yeah. At the end of it, I kind of feel sad, but
yeah,
it's good to talk, tell memories, tell stories.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one. I'm Nestor.
Yep.
It's Adrian
And Arthur.
And fuck Juan. You guys have a good one.